Hello Virgo, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading to you from the 9th through to the 15th. Welcome to the Astroflower family if you're subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Become part of the family. We're enjoying ourselves. If you want to know more about the Astroflower, there's loads of links in the description below that will go through the elements and the petals and their significations. Did I say that rightly? Probably not. Who cares? You understood. That's the most important thing. So their significance, yeah, their magnificence of how it plays out in your life, which you can find in the description below. Loads of links for you there. Just to sort of go through quickly, this is your relationship side, your emotions, and this is relationships, family, friends, and community. This is your business sort of side, jobs, projects, acquisitions, finances, that sort of thing. And this is the energy that's sort of running through you, how you combine it all to interface with the world around you. So straight off the bat, looking really nice actually. Had the 5 of Wands in this position and the 6 of Pentacles last week. And in this one you had the Star and the 6 of Swords. So there's definitely something that, if you did understand something last week, and as I say, it's usually small things to understand. If you understand the small things, the big things will look after themselves. To build the pyramids, you have to start off with little stones, and then those stones make bigger stones, and they create massive rocks. And so it's a gradual process. And if you apply yourself to the little things, the big things will look after themselves. Just looking on here, let's just get the messages straight away from here. So this is your karmic path, and this is how the universe guides you, or guides your karmic path, or influences your karmic path. Okay, let me get in there. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo. This understanding should give you, and this is what the universe is trying to encourage you, a certain sense of security, a certain sense of self-knowledge, self-understanding. And also with the Queen of Swords on that side, it's having a purpose and seeing that purpose now within your relationships, within your family, friends, community, and lovers. And feeling that fair exchange, feeling that self-worth, because you've got to give yourself worth. You've got to praise yourself before you can praise another. That's just the way it goes. You've got to, in Virgo, you tend to sort of forget that, and we all know that. We've been through all of that, haven't we? So it seems to be something that an aspect of that you're learning this week. And when you learn that, then therefore you can go forward and have a fair exchange with the world around you, which is what was coming through, the lesson was coming through last week. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this new perspective on your relationships and your emotions and stuff like that. Let me just get in there, see how that is. Okay, so I'm just coming through now. Through this understanding and this clear vision, you should be able to play smart. In fact, you're going to seem really smart to the outside world. They're going to think you're totally got it, you're on the ball. This is what your guides are trying to influence within that vision of yours, or within that karmic path of yours at the moment. It's sort of like the guides are trying to help you to play smart in a way, okay, on that journey. So you did have the 10 of Cups in that position here, and it is playing smart on that journey. It's going on that journey, and that is part of playing smart, is actually doing something. So it's preempting rather than waiting for it to happen. And that's what seems to be here. So it's sort of saying to you, in order to sort of play smart, it's like when you canoe down a river. You could just sort of hold the oars up in the air and just let the river take you. That's great. It's really enjoyable. But you could also paddle, and therefore you could play with the river and the currents a lot more. And I think that's what they're suggesting here for you this week. That's what seems to be how your guides are trying to help your karmic path. On your messages to the conversation that is within you, let's just see how your guides are talking to you in a way. Let's just see that. Let's get the message. Okay. Playing smart doesn't necessarily sort of like one-upmanship. Sometimes it can mean like the wisdom not to say something rather than to say something. Is it a wise man once said nothing at all sort of scenario? That's what it seems to be like. Let's just see what the card's sort of influencing you. So it's a feeling of stuck. So in other words, this is what it's sort of saying to you, sort of, I think their guides are sort of kind of saying, stop. It's not a question of being stuck. It's a question of actually seeing the reality for what it is. And in order to do that, you need to stop for a second. And it's learning to keep yourself in check this week so you don't get emotionally overwrought with the relationships that are around you and etc. With your family, friends and lovers and what have you. So it's sometimes if you don't move, you actually move a lot. That's what it's sort of thing. Okay? So let's just go on your business side. And this looks really nice, you know. You've got the Two of Cups, so it's actually combining both sides of your life. So it's actually a possibility of you falling in love with what you're doing, or finding a complicity that actually provides you harmonious and productive, desiring pleasures within your workspace. This is what should be sort of the karmic path for you this week. And you should feel that, and you should try and enact that as well within your thing, within your business, your jobs, or your... I'm just seeing what that Six of Cups is all about. Don't forget where you've come from, because you'll know where you're going. So it's sort of... the universe is trying to help you, to remind you that you don't want to keep going through the same things. That's what it's sort of saying. So, you know, it's a case of, if you're in a job, sort of saying, last time I did this and that went like that, and I don't want it to happen like that again. Therefore, although it may have been nice or not, whatever, this time round, I'm going to do it differently. I want a different result. How are the guides trying to influence that sort of, that process of marrying both sides of the working environment and financial environment? Seems to be a very low-key thing. So I'm just getting the tension out of the hand. Last week you had the Queen of Swords, and who's now here. You had that there. And I think that wishing of that harmonious sort of situation is now, it's got to be lived. It's all very well talking about doing something, but at some point you've got to live it. And the Six of Wands, if you go ahead and live it, and this is what I'm saying about sort of manifesting that idea of that harmonious side, you will be victorious. Or the guides are setting it up so it could be very beneficial to you. This is about understanding the gaining abundance that should have come through last week. You should have understood that, and now it's the implication of that, implying it within your life. Let's just see how the guides are having that conversation within you, in your subconscious. take your time. It's all about timing. That's what it seems to be, like a temperance. But there was a two of, it's like concentrating on things that really matter. That's the sort of one aspect of it. It's not only that aspect of it either. It's a reassuring sort of, you know this. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. It is going on that journey. You know this journey. You know the long-term goal for this journey. And it's a case of applying what you know this week. And it's, as I say, it will be on the little things that you imply. If you imply it on the little things, you're going to get some really nice long-term effects. And that was what that Hierophant was there last week, that all learning and everything with the Hierophant that comes with the Hierophant, with that straight stairway to a star, which you had at the bottom there. And now it's a case of applying that within your life. And your guides are sort of saying, remember the long-term plan, remember the long-term plan. And that's what they're sort of saying to you, making sure you keep on the straight and narrow. And that's maybe what the Two of Pentacles is all about there. Let's just sort of see what's going through and your... It's like the Nine of Cups, really vibrant and... Okay, so the Hangman, so looking at things differently. So this may be a case of, it's really vibrant, so it's a case of, you may be very bubbly, and you are bubbly, Virgo. You are the bubbly people, along with your opposite sign, Pisces. You tend to be very bubbly people. And I mean bubbly as in sort of like very friendly and enthusiastic and stuff like that. And being that sort of friendly aspect will help you to sort of have that within you, which comes from there. Maybe it's a case of this week here that applying your poker face this week. Have you got one? Go and find a poker face and use it this week. It's a case of standing true to yourself. And this, not necessarily within your repertoire. Sometimes, you tend to sort of take things on from the world around you and don't say anything. This time here, it's just a case of someone saying, in order for this to work properly, I can't take on everything. It seems a little bit like that, just to sort of play things in a different way, integrate or have an exchange with life in a different sense, in a different way that you're not necessarily the habit of the Two of Cups, marrying and harmonious, like those two sides. And it is stopping. When you stop, you can look at things differently. So it's possibly how you reposition work and play within you this week. Okay, and it seems to be a little bit like musical chairs. And things are moving around, so you're constantly having to refocus and reposition your view of the world around us. Let's just see what's going on, the energy that's flowing through you. So this is from, coming through you for the 15th and onwards. Solid ground. Okay, that's the message. And the light bearer, the devil, is bringing you that. And the devil's very good at shining light on the larger part of the path, which can create temptations off your path. And this is the whole idea of staying true to your path and not necessarily moving anywhere. There may be, with this success that comes through in your life, and it seems to be a very successful week, very successful in the sense that it puts you in a position of clarity within you. And when you've got that, that's a whole light bearer sort of devil sort of thing. It's the clarity within you that helps you to see the real gifts that the devil can bring you. It can make you realize what you shouldn't get involved in. You know, sometimes the devil is a bit like it's all to do with addiction and stuff like that. But it could be the opposite. The sort of saying, I'm going to stop being addicted to that. And that's what the Hangman's all about in the Two of Cups. Really nice reading, Virgo. I like it. You've had a rough couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks by the sounds of it. Maybe even up to a rough month. And, you know, you're coming into your autumn period in the season of Gemini. So it's preparing you a little bit for that sort of position about autumn and stuff, and it's repositioning yourself in a much stronger position, I think. So there you go. Should we have a look at what's going on with your elements this week? So the earth that goes around you, your pure earth. There's only 4 signs of pure earth. And you've got all that earth around you, which I think is going to be played a lot more with the sun, which we go into the Somatic TV, where we get messages from the earth, the chakra sequences, and just see what's going on with the prana energy and the key energy that goes through us. We're also going to be doing a blood moon reading next week, so you want to subscribe for that and join the Astro family for that. But you do have that earth as well coming in from Cancer on this sort of side, which is good for sort of building harmonious energies. And you also have it from Leo as well, which keeps you very, you know, on the straight and narrow and honourable in a way. You know, so I think at the base, you're going to understand this harmonious, honourable, clear thinking position. And later on in the week, you should get a lot more solar flares by sort of Wednesday, Thursday, I think. But you'll have to see that on Somatic TV, and that's going to activate that sort of side. And it may be a case for you as Virgo, because you're an earth sign, it may be a case of kind of go, okay, stop. I'll let everybody reposition, and it'll help you to see things in a different way. So there you go, Virgo. Hope you did enjoy it, you know. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.